Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Meticus Delicius, and this is story of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. No commentary involved.
Great find. Tanalorr is real. And it may be the last corner of this galaxy that's safe from the Empire. I wish you could have seen it too, BD. I think we just found our ticket out of here. These seeds belong somewhere with fresh soil. Easy. We won't hurt you. Come on, Echo. Look at this. I bet we can clear that gate with a little boost from our new friend. Ready to go. The Sandcrawler, you know what that means. Jawas can't be far off.
Yeah!
We'll get around faster now. All right, let's go.
Now! Here we go.
Hey, not bad. No scanning, okay, BD? Seeds. I could plant them, but where? Here they are. Come on, buddy. These buildings are ancient, older than anything else we've seen on Kobo. Great find. Thanks, friend. connection. Come on, BD. Let's meet him at the landing pad. Oh. Time to go. Z, you're looking good as new.
Indeed, that mechanical mixologist is a miracle worker. I must know, did you locate the key to Tanalor?
It's complicated, but we'll find it.
Monk told me what transpired while I was asleep. To think the Jedi Order is no more, that must have been dreadful for you. We have both been through so much, but we must persevere, Cal. After all, what else is there to do?
That's right. You've got room for one more?
I shall remain here, but if you need my counsel, I will be at the saloon. I am very fortunate to have met you, Cal Kestis.
I found something out there.
Oh yeah, what do you got? Another holocron?
Jedi. From the time of the High Republic, somehow preserved in Bacta. Dagan Gera. I freed him.
What happened?
He attacked me. Escaped with the Bedlam Raiders. He's who they've been looking for. Says the Jedi betrayed him. And turned to the dark side.
Are you okay, kid?
Tanalor. It's real, Greez. It's hidden somewhere in the Abyss.
Oh, that's impossible! The Abyss eats any ship that gets too close!
The Republic found a way through hundreds of years ago. That's why they built that array in the forest.
A hidden world that nobody's been able to reach for centuries. If you figured out how to cross the Abyss, you could just disappear.
Completely. No Bedlam Raiders. No bounty hunters.
No galactic empire.
I'm just spitballing here, but that does sound like a place that someone could call home.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a home.
Get your feet down. All right, I'm going back to the cantina.
You know, Greez, we could use a real pilot.
I don't know. I mean, you're doing okay on your own. I mean, you could clean the Patoli weave every now and then.
We don't know the Mantis like you do. Nobody does.
Oh, Cal, I'm sorry. My best days are behind me. I can't even hold my card steady.
I know things are different from how they used to be, but I'm not sure I could do this without you.
Is that really how you feel?
It is.
Well, I mean, I guess I could have Monk keep his eye on the saloon.
Greasy money. All right. You in? I mean, there's not gonna be much in the way of credits.
Cal, this is better than any score. Imagine, no more looking over your shoulder. A safe place for us, for the ones we love.
If anyone knows about a lost Jedi world, it's Seer.
Jedi! Aha! It's about time you paid that lady a visit. All right, I'm gonna make us some food before we go.
So who's this seer we're going to see?
A mentor of mine. Rescued me from the Empire on Braca and dragged me halfway across the galaxy.
Sounds like you two went through a lot together.
We did. Been a long time since I've seen her.
Want to set out? In my experience, you gotta chase a lead when it's hot.
The Shio bird's feather is supposed to bring good luck.
Greez, did I hear you mention curried burrofish?
Yeah, that's right. It's a Latero dish. You ever been there?
No, but I love the cuisine. Anytime I see a Latero dish on the menu, I'm a happy man.
Finally, a crew member of taste and culture. Tell you what, once we get to Jeddah, I'll make a great-grandma Pyloon's Latero surprise.
I'm looking forward to it.
How's it feel to be back on the Mantis?
Good. Thinking about whipping up some curried burrofish. Kitchen looks in better shape than the rest of the ship, kid.
I definitely saw less action since you left.
You're telling me. The spice levels haven't moved. Did you cook even one decent meal for yourself these last years?
I'm not half the cook you are, Greez. And maybe only 3/4 the pilot.
Very kind, but the first chance we get, I'm making you a plate of Great Granny Pyloon's umber hash.
My favorite. Can't wait.
So, we headed to Jeddah or what?
The new fella. Howdy.
Howdy back at you.
If you're looking for a side, you might want to trek to the higher edges of the canyon.
Is it worth the hike?
Wouldn't know. Never been there myself. Too steep to climb. And there's a lot of creatures up there. Some of them won't even eat you.
Sounds like paradise.
It's a tough climb, but you'll find a way up. And you'll see the true majesty of Kobo. I just know it.
I don't bite, I promise.
Well, you got a mean look to you.
I do?
Yeah, like you're not afraid of nothing. Maybe you can find out what all this fuss is about. There's a shack, nestled way out near the caverns. Folks call it Key's Workshop.
What's in the workshop?
Misery. And maybe treasure, or so I hear. If you're in the area, could be worth a visit.
No, Pods. 'Tis only Carl. Forgive the short greeting, lad. I'm always on edge when fishing for the finger-lipped garpon.
What a name.
And fierce as they come. But that doesn't deter the poachers. The poor garpon, despite its rarity, is a delicacy for the black of heart and the rumbly of belly. In we go!
In my sight.
Ah, did you see that beauty? 2 plump fins, a fine complement of glands, a scrumptious varicose tongue.
Fishing on an empty stomach, Scuba?
Hey, I can't succumb to the passions of the stomach. The Garpon must live. I'd better get me mind off it. Spin your tail. The tale continues. When we last spoke, I warned of the grapnel's arrival. That great ship came descending on us like an anchor cutting the deep. Ne'er a more fearsome ship did you clamp by on. She was sharp, like a fish, like the nose of a bony fish. She had 3 great claws. Aye, the landing gear. But when her great jaws parted, aye, the loading ramp. Will you hush and let Scuba tell the story? Her great jaws parted, disgorging her dread crew. A more vile pack of fisher folk you never did see. And led by the vilest of them all, Captain One Yet Wet, the bearded, bezel-less bug that he intended to fish in our waters. Trophy hunters they were, in search of the most rare catches. Well, we Sacavians refused. We had the great famine to contend with, see? Every fish was precious. But the ferocious captain didn't care for our troubles. With a belch, he produced from his creel a mighty harpoon. Wait, cried wee Scuba, hopping off of his rock. I know these waters like the taste of my own tongue. There'll be few fish beneath yon ice. But, continued I, if you take me with you, and if you leave my village be, I could show you how to coax the rarest of fishes onto your line. Aye. The dread captain stroked his briny beard. After a long moment, he held out his hand and grinned most terribly. Lad, said he, you be in luck. I'll be requiring another for me crew, one who knows the curve of the sea. Oh, Cal, if I could only go back to that moment when I shook Captain Wet's rigid hand, if only I'd never stepped off my wee rock. But my encounter with Undan had given me a taste for the unknown. I couldn't resist the call of adventure, and I had to save my people. So, I left with the grapnel, thinking the business done. I would be a fisher for Captain Wet. Of course, my adventure had only begun. For just when the grapnel hit orbit...
More trouble, I take it?
But I've havered on long enough. And come back another time and I'll tell you more.
Hey there.
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
I know what you are, for what it's worth.
Do you now?
Sure. The way you carry yourself. That saber on your belt. I won't say anything, of course.
Why not? The bounty could be your ticket off-world.
And I've already told you enough about my past business to land me in an Imperial intake yard.
Guess I'll have to settle for honor among outlaws.
Look, I know what it's like to have a losing streak tied around your throat. And I respect anyone who keeps fighting even when the chips are down.
You're a hard man to read, Moran.
Then, as they say, I've still got it. Strangest thing, I was enjoying a lively constitutional earlier today.
Really? You?
I deserve that. Anyway, I saw the strangest duo putting around the far side of the valley. One was tall and quiet, one short and babbling. They had stopped to inspect some beastly carcass. This had you written all over it.
I deserve that.
Not now. Barkeep.
Be with you in a tick, Big Wheel.
So how'd you become a music producer?
I was born on Riosa, in the Inner Rim.
I've heard of it. Lots of heavy industry.
Yeah, you couldn't escape the factories. So I used to make little tunes out of the noise from them in my head.
You started early then.
And never stopped. Hit me up if you hear any good Valley sounds, all right?
You got it, Ash. Your turn to choose, BD. How about this?
Greetings, Sojourner.
Just Cal will do.
It will not.
Okay. You don't look like the other prospectors.
No, no, no. They unearth riches. Tulopt excavates that which cannot be so easily grasped.
Make a lot of credits in that line of work?
Wisdom is a good that never decays and is always in short supply. I must be alone now.
You're back. Guess you're not dead.
Hope you weren't placing any bets.
Please. It'll take more than cutting down that chump Zeke to impress me. Take down a real killer. Then maybe I'll wager a credit or two.
What kind of clientele you get here?
One dusty prospector after another, hoping to strike it rich on old tech or priorite. Sometimes I wonder why I bother. Anyone with real credits to spend leaves Kobo in a hurry. At least they're less likely to die in here than out there.
You should write that on the side of the saloon.
Careful out there, sport. Seems plenty of sinister fellows are coming out of the woodwork these days.
Hey, Monk.
What can I do for you?
It's good to see you.
If you need a hand, we're an oasis in the sand. And if you're dying of thirst, well, a drink they ain't the worst. And if you're running from a blaster, better run a little faster. Run to Pyloon's Saloon, and we hope we see you soon.
Cal, look at this saloon.
Monk's been really busy.
And I helped by staying out of the way. Did you know there's even a garden on the roof?
Rooftop garden, huh?
That's right. What are you waiting for? It's just up the stairs. Go check it out.
How long have the Raiders been here?
A few years. Not long after I arrived. I don't know a planet in the Outer Rim free of raiders in general, but these bedlam bastards have changed Kobo forever. Most hunters know you cull when you need to, and you stop hunting when a herd gets too low. These raiders kill for sport, and made a lot of those beasts much more hostile to us. Take Shepherd-Pedes, for example. When they lose habitat, they get territorial and fight back.
Same as us, really.
Sure enough. Biggest mistake our kind ever made was thinking we are any different.
Don't worry about this place, Cal. I have everything under control.
I'll look after things while you're gone, Cal.
That's right. The outpost is under our watchful eyes.
Easy there, cowboy.
I should probably get back to the kitchen. Rush hour should be starting any time.
Is there really a rush hour?
Yeah, of course. Of course, that doesn't mean we get a crowd or anything, but it's still a rush for me.
Seems like you're happy here. I like seeing that, bud.
I got a kitchen and plenty of places to hide. I'm doing just fine. But I do miss my ship.
The Mantis misses you too.
Yeah, sure, I'll bet it does, the way you fly. Get out of here, it's almost rush hour. All right, now, where to start?
Let's see what we find up here.
Ah, lad! Cast your eyes over this beauteous tank.
Glad you came around to it.
Didn't he make a fetching first impression? Have a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you'd think someone tried to crab a moss through a sieve.
Oh, can't unhear that.
Hey, buddy. Hiya, Cal.
You and droids seem to get along, don't you?
Sure do. Always had trouble connecting with people. Droids are logical, easy to fix when broken. People are unpredictable.
No kidding. Once you find the right person, it gets easier.
Hope so. Let's chat later.
Oh, hey! It's you! I saw you tearing through the woods. Remember me? Name's Toa. I'm a historian. Freelance these days.
Cal, also freelance. You planning on doing more exploring?
Of course. This is my first time beyond the Mid-Rim, but I can already tell this place is a trove. Centuries ago, folks couldn't wait to scratch out a living under a new sky. And hell, they sure chose a vibrant world.
Vibrant, huh?
Hey, let me know if you find any more of those chambers, yeah?
Will do.
Cal, I heard about a meditation chamber.
You gonna check it out?
I wish. It takes some serious acrobatics to access it, and...
I could give it a shot, Toa.
A shot? This coming from the guy who scales basalt pillars in the time it takes me to date my field journal. Happy hunting, you two. Take care out there, Cal.
You too. You too, Z.
Should you find any data discs from my day, I'd be happy to decrypt them for you. I imagine there are many that remain lost on Kobo.
We'll let you know if we do.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the Purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Greez's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. That's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that. Cal, I don't want to be that droid, but Cannibal won't discover itself. How may I serve? Yes, that's worthy of your attention.
Hey, Z. I heard Monk brought you up to speed on recent events?
I just don't understand. How can this shameful empire remain in power?
I don't know anybody who loves the Empire. But hey, there's money in Imperial salvage contracts.
Plus, for most of us, life has not changed too drastically.
Oh, don't spare my circuits. Tell me what you really think.
Well, sure, things are different. Back home, practically every lab is under military funding. But things are a lot like under the Republic. We go about our lives, send delegates to the Senate, vote.
What a vote is worth these days.
It's so difficult to imagine a galaxy without the Jedi. Like a drive core without its rhodonium spark. In your own time. That could be a favorite.
So, you really do not know much about the collapse of the Republic installations out here?
No, I'm afraid my slumber didn't afford me much of a vantage.
What's the last thing you remember?
That would be when the ceiling suffered a minor bout of structural fatigue.
Caused by an emergence, yeah.
An emergence?
Yes, freak hyperspace incident. Chunks of starship tearing through space at near light speed.
So this is what befell my masters.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Me too, Z.
Whatever this emergence did, it's clear to me that it didn't stomp out Kobo's spirit. Thank you, my friends. Return anytime. I'll be here.
Not bad, huh, buddy? Conditions are perfect for a garden. All right, let's try planting these seeds we found. That's the spot. Get to growing. How about here? This could bring some color to the garden. Perfect. Okay, the seed is in. Here looks good. The right color can make this plant pop. This seems like a good place for it. We're off to a pretty good start here, buddy. Gulu, Guido, what's going on?
Just bemoaning the sorry state of affairs in this place.
What did the raiders do this time?
No, not them. We were talking about how things ain't like the good old days.
When we started out here, life was grand.
Place was nearly empty.
Barely anyone to bother you.
Sounds like paradise.
Well, it's the way of the galaxy. The only constant is change, and everything gets worse with time.
Yeah, and there's always one Turgle everywhere you go. What?
Oh, a friendly face. Glad to hear the Mantis is up and running again.
Hard to imagine life without her.
Don't worry. That thing's as sturdy as a bantha.
Not sure Greez would like his ship compared to a bantha.
Do I look like I care much what he thinks of me?
No, you don't.
That's right. I don't see what all the fuss is about with that droid.
I think she's talking about Z.
It's like that's all people want to talk about.
A droid that old is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm old. No one wants to talk about me. Look, let me tell you. I was one of the first people in this town, and I have seen a whole lot of fads and flavors of the week.
Like what?
We once had a fire juggler come in. People paid to see her, too. 50 credits a pop.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Till she burned half the food silo down.
Ah, not fun.
See, stuff that's new is exciting, sure, but what really counts is consistency. Reliability. Quality wares, 100% guaranteed. Oh, take a look at that. You like that one. That's one of my favorites.
Could use this.
I love that one, too.
I'll grab this one.
Good choice. Practically had your name on it.
It's all right.
That will be all for this part of the story. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe. Medicus Delicious out.